Hello, hello. My name is Clow Nightroad, to which I'm back to play some more Limbus Company. I zoned out and apparently the ads finished. I had no clue. I had no clue the ads finished. I was like, wait a minute, the ad's already over? But yeah, yesterday we finished off Kanto 1, so now we're on to Kanto 2, which I've heard apparently is the worst one of the entire game, which is, but it's in a different kind of, you know, degree of like, what's the word? Not good. It's not like, oh, it's actually kind of shit kind of thing. It's just, it's not as good as the other ones, which is fine. I don't mind. This is a nice breather from the fucking depression that was Kanto 1's ending. And yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens and where we go from here. And I'm also very excited to see where it goes. Let me see if everything actually is working. Everything seems to be in order. Let me also make ourselves smaller. We also get the vertical scene for YouTube running. Also, working through being very fucking sleepy today as well. So if I happen to like slur any of my words or anything like that, it's just because I'm very, very... I forgot, that's what the hell was that? I forget he actually says words in the actual menu. So if I happen to actually slur any of my reading, it's because I'm just very, very, very tired. These fucking painkillers are kicking my ass. I had no clue that I was gonna get like disaffected by them. Right, we head into here. Is there anything? Nah. I guess I'll take my other hat off. I had like what, 8 minutes with my hat on. Also I've got one of those gamer drinks next to me as well to keep me awake. This is 150 milligrams of caffeine. I'm like, I don't feel shit. Either that or I'm immune to it, one of the two. I think of the hydration. I've promptly hydrated. Just remember I got to finish off Sonic and Lost World this week as well before Wednesday. Christ. I'm not looking forward to playing that game again. I've got to finish it off before Wednesday because Roma to Dead Man's out Wednesday and I need to play that. The vibe inside the bus wasn't at all lively. I could hear Roger's occasional quips and raucous Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair, as well as Ryoshu demanding a light for her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. God, is everyone a chain smoker in this game as well? Normally, Gregor would have been the sinner I'd rely on to bring about some much needed levity amid such gripes and disorder. Also, it dawned on me after I finished the stream that Gregor's entire character is a reference to Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I was like, oh yeah! Why didn't I realize that sooner? Because he goes for the exact same thing that the character does in the book. I think his name's the same, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Gregor in the book as well. Yeah, because he gets an insect arm, and then, you know, if you read the book, you know what happens in Metamorphosis. And I was like, oh yeah, shit, I'm an idiot. Why did I not realize that? But now he's one of the quietest. He was just staring out of the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. One thing was for sure, though. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it would be Virgil. The journey to retrieve the Golden Borough was an awfully arduous one. Putting us on the brink of death and some past that more than several times, not to mention the occasional crises that almost had us getting kicked out of the company. Yet Virgil refused to put himself in our shoes. Given everything going on, it's hardly surprising that the bus is thick with the sinner's bottled up frustration. In the end, Ishmael, who'd had enough of it, finally decided to speak up.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야 되는 거 아닌가요?
실례했군. 너희에게 임무를 설명해줄 가치가 있을지 고민하던 참이었어.
나 서운해지려고 해? 기대에 못 미치는 자식일수록 더 품어야 된다는 거 몰라?
간곡히 부탁하건대 이번만큼은 망신을 시켜주지 않으면 좋겠어.
I do like how his entire like he's very monotone in everything that he says. So you really can't tell like what emotion he's feeling because he's just so monotone.
오합지졸을 데리고 소풍 가는 교사로 보이고 싶진 않으니까. 특히 우리 로지온에겐 기대가 더욱 커. 이번엔 훌륭한 가이드가 되어줄 수도 있을 것 같으니까.
응? 내가 대단하다는 건 알고 있지만 모르는 곳까지 가이드하기에는.
걱정 마. 익숙하다 못해 친숙한 곳일 테니. 돈에 잠길 수도 말라 죽을 수도 있는 환락의 둥지. 제이사다.
Hey, we're actually going gambling. Let's go gambling. Great, even Roger's clammed up now.
뭐 이참에 한탕 두둑하게 챙겨보는 것도 나쁘지 않겠지.
I love how like minutes prior to this, everyone was like almost basically just full on depression mode and everything like that, and now just going gambling. That's kind of funny actually.
야, 도착하면 아무나 깨워라.
공교롭게도 이번엔 지부 앞까지 모셔다 두진 못하게 되었습니다, 손님. 카론, 정차. 카론?
정차가 뭐야?
멈추란 뜻이다.
멈추는 건 빨간색. 카론이 맛없어 하는 빨간색.
Muttering under her breath, Charon hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead while the rest were thrown to the ground. And I was no exception. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. I do like using the word cacophony in this game. And while I couldn't clearly catch what the sinners were yelling, I'd wager a good half of them were profanities, so perhaps it was for the best that I couldn't make them out.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군. 내려.
목적지까지는 한참 남았던데. 아, 택시를 불러줄 건가요?
파우스트 씨가 자세히 설명해 주겠지만 이번엔 지난번 임무와는 많은 차이가 있을 겁니다, 단테.
Hey.
왜냐하면 이번엔 황금가지를 탈환해야 할 곳은 카지노의 기아니까.
설마 저 골목 한가운데에 있는 번쩍번쩍한 건물들인가?
그래, 저것들 중 하나다.
They even like have like the behind the voice actors for this game because his voice is just really goddamn nice. I hope he's doing more things because God, I really want to listen to Virgil. I'm curious actually. What's the name? Limbus Company. Behind the voice actors. Right, does it tell me on IMDb? I found him. He's literally in this only, and something called a clean sweep. My man's not in anything else. They're what the fuck? They're wasting this man. They're wasting my boy.
지난번 잠입했던 로보토미 지부는 오랫동안 방치된 곳이었죠.
그럼 그게 특수한 경우였다는 뜻인가요?
이렇게 보면 머리를 굴릴 줄 아는 직원이 없는 것도 아닌데 이전 작전은 왜 그렇게 무참하게 망쳤을까? 황금가지는 많은 기술이 응축된 강력한 에너지원이다. 강한 에너지는 자연스럽게 돈과 사람들을 불러오고 순식간에 그 위에 문명이 생겨버리지.
그렇기에 이후로 방문할 곳도
다른 집단들이 자리를 메우고 있을 가능성이 크죠. 또한 카지노 외에
Wish you could actually like have the outfits that you have as supports in the actual cutscenes as well, because I would love to actually just have her as 2B the entire time.
처음 임무는 비교적 쉬운 편이었다는 뜻이기도 하지. 멋들어지게 실패해버렸지만.
Is he always this petty and vindictive?
모르지. 단테나 우리나 봤던 기간은 별반 차이가 없으니까. 뭐라 그랬지? 림버스 컴퍼니에 입사한 걸 환영한다. 나는 안내자 베르길리우스라고 하지. 라면서? 방금 되게 잘 따라하지 않았어?
그러고 보니 무게를 엄청 잡긴 했지. 입사하자마자 퇴직원을 내도 되는지 물어볼 뻔했다니까.
Do went for absolute fucking hell on earth and depression, and Virgil's like entire personality is like, yeah, I'm out of here, bro. I get the feeling the rest of you had the same thought, more or less.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지. 특색 해결사 붉은 시선의 부름을 받는다는 건 정말이지 영광스러운.
그래도 한 명 정도는 팬이 있었나 봐.
Among Us. Oh, there it is. Among Us.
그러게나 말이야.
Roger and Gregor start snickering to themselves, their mood noticeably improving.
다들 말이 필요 이상으로 많군. 버스 안에서의 세 번째 규칙을 만들고 싶게 하진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
아, 직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지. 되게 째째하네.
다음엔 째째한 내가 듣지 못하는 곳에서 해줬으면 좋겠어. 난 보기보다 상처를 잘 받거든. 다들 이만 하차하지. 이번엔 부디
I saw him smile.
가지를 든 채로 만나게 되면
I don't know how I feel about that.
이번에도 실패하면 어떻게 할 건데?
I gotta start using the word bugger a lot more. Now I just hear it. Now just seeing Heathcliff use. I'm just gonna say bugger from now on.
혹시 모르지. 카론이 갑자기 개폐 버튼을 잊어버려서
It's such a versatile word.
문이 안 열리게 된다던가.
I guess it does technically speaking like stem from the idea of like the word fuck in English as well. The idea of fuck, you can say fuck me, fuck you, fuck me, this is annoying. You can say bugger me, bugger you, bugger me, this is annoying as well. It kind of has the exact same connotation.
버튼 빨간색.
This sounds cooler, I think.
맛없는 색이야.
이것은 미친놈.
네, 뭐
네모가 뭔데?
내리자 머저리들 이란 뜻이다.
Jesus Christ, these idiotic travelers going absconded now. Heathcliff shot Ryoshua a glare as though he was ready to unload a barrage of insults at her before deflating with a long, loud sigh. He backed down in a way that wasn't quite like his usual self, seemingly accepting the fact that caving her skull in with a bat about of his wouldn't accomplish anything. So I remember, like, the way they actually kind of ended the chapter is actually quite interesting, because it kind of felt a little bit like how they did the Mans Vindicte reveal in reverse. Though Mans Vindicte's like main honcho lady was literally Makima but British. It's like it's not even funny like how much she looked like Makima. I was playing, I was like, wait a minute, this is just Makima. So Twitch is still broken. Hello Rui, how are you doing? How's it going? Do not worry. I'm guessing Twitch is still broken then. There's no way to, I can't remember a way to test it. I'd wager that's a wager just with my channel, because I got notifications for my when my friend streamed, when she streamed. I'm sorry to actually, sorry, I had like fallen out of my thought in my brain for a second there, Jesus. I'm sorry to actually hear that. I hope you do feel better. I'm very, very, very sleepy. Like, I spent the entire day asleep, basically. Like, no kidding. I don't know what happened to me. Well, I know vaguely what happened, but for some reason I legitimately just passed out 3 times there. I just like, wait, wow, okay. And I'll go to London again tomorrow, so I'll get my Spanish passport. I'm like, fuck. I literally just don't have energy anymore. I'm still working on autopilot a little bit. Instead, autopilot's really bad because I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Yeah, I don't know. These painkillers are like really fucking weird because she told me that don't worry, because they're a sleep aid basically as well. They're a neuropathic painkiller, but they're a sleep aid at the exact same time. She told me take it at night and you'll fall asleep and it'll help you. And I was like, all right, I need that. No, it doesn't. It hits me it hits me in the morning when I wake up, and I'm just completely out of it for the rest of the entire day. So I'm just kind of like, the hell do I do? My entire day is basically just eep, and then I wake up at like about 6 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, now I can function. Have I not got a support? Oh yeah, I wouldn't have a support. The chapter ended, didn't it? Let's go for them, I think. So I got argued with my fucking doctors this week as well because they basically keep forgetting to give me my painkillers. I've told them like 3 times like I need these fucking medicine, please. And I need to keep ignoring it. So it's like, fuck me. One of these days it will improve. I know for a fact they will call me and tell me, why the fuck are you on these strong ass painkillers? I can guarantee it.
황금가지에 도달하기 위해서 최우선이 되어야 할 건 전원 카지노 무사 잠입입니다. 저희가 알아낸 정보에 의하면 입구는 총 3개가 존재해요. 일반 손님들이 출입하는 문과 VIP들만 이용 가능한 전용 통로, 마지막으로는 직원들이 이용하는 뒷문. 저희는 각 입구에 한 조씩 4명은 카지노 딜러, 4명은 일반 손님.
She's a very nice voice as well.
손님으로 위장한 후 흩어져서 출입을 할 겁니다.
확실히 집단으로
I fall asleep listening to Faust. Damn, 3 more streams. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll get my Spanish passport tomorrow. So probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I need to finish Sonic on Tuesday before I legitimately throw my PC out the window. And then Wednesday we can actually finally start Romo's a Dead Man. And I'll be soy facing the entire time. It's interesting to actually play an entire game in Korean though. I've not actually done it before. I kind of did play bits and bobs of Stellar Blade in Korean because I was like, the English dub was bugging me, so I went, fuck it, I was playing Korean. It's actually a lot better.
누가 어떤 역할을 맡을지는 나눠드린 봉투를 열어서 확인하세요.
My main goal was to blow up. To quote that fucking meme. My first goal was to finish every single 3D Sonic game. And then I think I wanted to do Kingdom Hearts after that point again, but I'm in 2 minds of doing it because Kingdom Hearts is like fucking long and like I don't know. Oh man, I just remember that fucking meme now. I'll go find it quickly. I miss him. I think a pretty cool, even a pretty chill dude in the end.
My main goal is to blow up.
Oh fuck. Everyone thinks he does say mango as well. I always thought he said mango as well. And there's the actual.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
God, why was that so fucking funny? There's a second riff raff video as well, if I remember correctly. There's one where he like starts like he's like just singing as well. I think I might have hallucinated that video though. It was Mr. Krabs laugh. You tell how tired I am. I can actually laugh at anything. Price of the bicycle. Oh, I'm actually crying. Honestly, it was like we took it for granted. Because I remember when we were younger, like, oh, Vine's not funny. Vine's cringe. And then we look back on all the fucking memes. It was actually hilarious.
앞으로의 계획에 큰 차질이 생길 거라는 윗선의 우려가 있었어요.
Don't get me wrong, Big John on TikTok's amazing as well. Like my man supports all the local businesses.
그래서 이번엔 합동 작전으로 갑니다.
Joint operation?
보다 전문적이고 노련한 이들로 이루어진 림버스 컴퍼니 특수부대.
Because I used to be on it all day, like legitimately. It was when I actually kind of like, you know, vibe with it. I was on it all the time. It was just so fucking funny. Oh man, I miss those memes. I was on 9gag as well when I was a kid. Then 4chan, which was not a good idea, but you know, sometimes it was funny.
지금은 LCC 클리어 부서라고 불리던가요? 잠입 작전에서만큼은 저희보다 우수하다고 말할 수 있을 겁니다.
이미 이 정도로도 충분히 많다고 생각하는데요.
And there's also, yeah, I actually had it. I actually had like 50 followers on there as well. Yeah, I had it on my iPod. What, did I have it on iPod Touch at that point? Or was it still my iPhone? I can't remember. Might be my iPhone. Kind of lived through all like the major like internet things, Tumblr as well, when it was like, you know, good.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건 처음이네요. 어디 계시나요?
I made a couple. Honglu looked around as though he was expecting a Faust to introduce us to our partners any second. Here's to say, no one showed up.
우린 전당포로 갑니다.
My lore is insane.
요새도 그런 가게들 있나?
I said my old YouTube channel's still up, but it's like the One Piece. No one can find it. It was technically speaking up on my Steam account for a while until I realized I was like, oh shit, I should change that. But it was my old YouTube channel's still active, kinda. I'm also kind of wary whether or not people might one of my followers on here might actually know me from that channel as well, because one of my most popular series is me actually reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure part 5 to 8. So I'm kind of always wary whether or not someone might actually know me from there. Yeah. So okay, so I can talk about it because I'm not under NDA anymore. Effectively, I was approached by NHK World, which was like the worldwide version of NHK. And the lady was like, okay, yeah, so we watched your videos on YouTube. We actually like how you actually talk about directors and shit. Could you actually, like, we interview you and you actually could be put into a spotlight for directors? I was like, sure. And we went back and forth a few times. It wasn't a paid gig, sadly. But I said, okay, I'll do it anyway, because I like talking about Japanese directors, especially anime ones as well. And I think about 2 months into it, she said she had to cut me out of it, which was sad, because I was actually going to sit there and talk about Aokiki Shimbo for like 20 minutes. And I was so sad because I was like, I wasn't going to talk about him, because my forte on YouTube was actually talking about, because I did film. I was always like, you know, very descriptive and actually how shots were done in anime. And I think that kind of drew the attention of people outside of like YouTube for some reason. But yeah, I still have the emails and everything, so I can actually prove it. But that would also dox me at the same time, so I can't actually show it. It's cool though. I was like, oh wow, they did actually lead to somewhere. I've also written 2 screenplays as well. No, I wrote a short play and also a short film as well. I still have it somewhere. Not too sure where it is though. I had to print it off and everything. Sure, you're a very interesting person. That's interesting. It'll be worth something someday. That's what I always say. You say that now, but it'll be worth something someday.
제가 해낸 것 맞죠?
One of my favorite things we ever did in uni was my group. We had 3 friends. We grouped together, and made a remake of Battle Royale, but the Japanese film. But we kept it Japanese. But the thing was, I think I explained it on one stream beforehand. It was a dual narrative TV show. So you're following an American group of people that go to Japan to actually be in Battle Royale again. You're also following a Japanese team, but you never know. But they don't cross paths, so to speak, because technically it's 2 different timelines. It's two different times. One's in the past, one's in the present. But you don't know that until a very crucial reveal later on in the series. But there's also little cues in the environment and also the technology they use that tells you, if you're actually paying attention to the TV show, that it's not the same time period. I thought that was actually very cool. We shot the entire thing like an old Dutch movie as well. I really wanted to get that made because it was actually so fucking cool. It actually probably would have slapped. And my play was about a serial killer that goes to his mum to confess because his mum's dying. I thought, okay, it's kind of that's the best way to actually reveal you're a serial killer to your dying mother. So she takes the actual reveal to her grave. Well, he reveals to his mother that he's a serial killer and kills her. The shot kills her in turn. So he actually does, in theory, perpetuate the problem. I thought that was a kind of a cool idea. That was my short play. As we entered this shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
Hello, bro. How we doing? How's it going? Oh yeah, I looked into the subscriber thing with Twitch. Your name still is listed. It says recurring on the thing. So I don't know whether or not it's just a thing. So thank you for the distractions. Well, I needed that. I guess we actually are very interesting people. I just realized that. I guess that's why we're kind of very compatible. Also, thank you for the hydrate as well. Have fun.
저만 제2사 안내 책자 읽어온 거예요? 베르길리우스 씨가 떠나기 전에 한 번씩 읽어보라고 했잖아요.
뭐 표지 정도는 봤던 것 같기도 하고.
이곳에서는 그날 하루의 운에 따라서 받을 수 있는 지불금도 달라져요. 대북이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만 형에 가까워질수록 본전도 못 건지게 되는 거죠.
Well, thank you for the resubscription. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know why the alerts aren't working. Yeah, Twitch is a bit weird. I've noticed that because the alerts aren't working and neither is notifications. People just aren't knowing that I'm actually live, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it's just Twitch at this point. But thank you for this resubscription. I appreciate it.
집을 나오기 직전에 봤던 점에 대복을 뽑았는데 이렇게 다 같이 만날 운명을 암시한 거였나 봐요.
Didn't you know it came as a resub? Huh. Yeah, it says resubscribed for 1 month at tier 1. How fucking peculiar.
와, 이거 혼자서 신선놀음이나 해왔던 게 당신의 운명이라니.
Thank you though. I appreciate it nonetheless, but I guess I just have to look into why Twitch is weird.
난 사양이야. 저런 놈들이 알고 보면 더 더럽게 노는 법이거든.
그럴 수도 있겠네요. 저도 어렸을 때부터 제 동생하고는 같이 놀기 싫었던 것 같아요.
Really? A stream notification already?
심술을 부렸거든요.
Yeah. EP, basically. Very EP today, but I'm working through it. How are you doing? How's it going?
아니 내가 말한 건 그런 뜻이 아니고.
다들 좀 볼 거야 말 거야. 그런데 시방 저당 잡을 걸 가지고 있긴 한 거요. 다들 행색이.
So I should actually learn Mahjong one day. I'll learn Shogi as well. The pawnbroker glanced over each sinner with dubious look until his eyes landed on me.
저 시계머리는 값이 되긴 하겠군.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
얼마로
My thing is I've seen better days, better weeks, better months, better years, better lifetimes. Roger, what are you even asking him that?
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니 소속으로.
Unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to Faust's words.
이 손수건은 집 나올 때 가져왔던 건데요.
비단의 용자수를 놓았군. 바늘땀이 꼼꼼한 게 이 정도면 700만.
At least my dude's like, well, me, literally. It's like a bit more like lively because we ended Kanto 1. He was just in his face in his hands. He was just fucking depressed. I was like, same, but he's much more happy now.
그렇게 비싸다고? 운이 썩어버린 거 아니야 영감?
Old geezer.
뭐? 이런 고급품을 못 알아봐. 아휴, 그런 고물 반지나 끼고 있으니.
뭐라고 했냐? 야, 잠깐 비켜봐. 야!
아우 시끄러. 단테, 얘네 좀 조용히 시켜줘.
걱정했잖아요, 파우스트.
I'm actually so shocked that Virgil's only literally in this game only. Like, he's not voiced anything else or acted anything else. Amid the racket of the pawn shop's chaos, I could make out a remarkably kind and gentle voice carrying through.
보기로 한 시간은 4시였는데 15분이나 지나버려서 당신이 시계 보는 법을 까먹었을 리는 없을 테고요. 그렇죠? 네. 버스를 운전한 건 제가 아니니까요.
아하, 그래서 이런 시계 인간까지 데리고 다니는 거야? 알람 기능까지는 없었나 보네.
That's kind of I'm sorry to hear that. But it's one of the worst things about being sick is that you do generally kind of can't, like, you don't eat the whole entire week, and then when you can eat, you eat everything and you feel terrible afterwards. We're on Kanto 2 currently. Also, hello, how are we doing? How's it going? Following the gentle voice was a snide remark of a man who didn't even attempt to hide his disdain. Hey, that's a bit harsh. Let's at least try to leave better first impressions. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset whenever people are rude to me.
너야? 이번에 황금가지 탈환 작전 말아먹은 애들. 도시에서 손꼽힌다는 천재가 속한 팀이라길래
Faust would just be like,
주위에서
eh.
기대가 많았는데.
Faust would be like, Faust feels nothing.
어쩐지 파우스트 씨 표정이 계속 안 좋아 보이던데. 제 표정은 항상 동일했어요.
See? She's like light work, no reaction.
야, 너 왜 가만히 있어? 얘도 나름 두뇌파야. 무시하지 말라고.
Heathcliff gave Yi-sung a sideways glance, only to be met with a lukewarm response.
그저 무의미한 자랑이기 때문이요.
너 지하에서만 해도 말 많지 않았냐? 왜 갑자기 또 이상해진 거야?
본인은 본래부터 이상이었소만.
Damn, that's deep.
됐다.
첫 번째 임무는 애초에 실패를 염두에 둔 계획이었어요.
You didn't fumble the bag? Holy shit.
각자의 잠재력을 확인하는 시간이 필요했으니까.
그랬던 거였어?
처음부터 목표가 실패인 작전이라니. 작전이라고 부르기도 못하군.
So basically, mission failed successfully.
베르길리우스님은 어디 갔죠? 전 그분 얼굴이라도 뵐 수 있을까 싶어서 작전에 합류하겠다고 한 건데요.
Oh man, that's the worst feeling because we got YT Premium's just like godlike. That's the problem. Everyone kind of says stuff against YouTube, but the premium YouTube thing is amazing.
그분도 좀
Legit cannot live without it.
이런 애들이랑 같이 다닌다고 생각해봐.
그 자식 일부러 멀찌감치
What's
내려준
odd as
거였나?
well.
우리가 쪽팔려서?
He's so British. He's so me.
왜 비하 발언에는 반박을 아무도 안 하는 건데요? 그리고 자기소개라도 해야 잘난 척이든 허세든 의미 있어진다는 거 몰라요?
이번에 합동 작전을 하게 될 분들이에요. 림버스 컴퍼니 클리어 부서
Same name of the game.
에서 오셨습니다.
Just said it.
비포 팀까지 붙여주시죠. 아, 전 소드고 이 사람은 에피랍니다.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는 거.
우와, 반가워요.
Honglu was the only person in the team who welcomed them with total sincerity. He almost gave them a standing ovation. I have heard people say it's kind of bad, but I thought I'd at least give it a go and you know, play through it at least. Otherwise, be kind of a bit just be a bit, you know, what's the word? Just in case, like at some point in time, they're like, "Do you remember that thing in Kanto 2?" I'm like, no. And then I guess if I at least play through it and actually remember it. The rest of the sinners stared at the before team duo with either cold hostility or wary glances. The awkward introduction session finally came to an end. I guess that kind of sucks. Because ooh, leveled up. Kind of hoping for at least a bit more, like, you know. I kind of hoping for at least a bit more context on certain characters, but I guess it's not bad. Damn, it's like that meme when someone says something so life changing, you got lock in. Really? I was kind of hoping they'll do more with. I was kind of hoping they'll do more with Rodion, to be honest, because she's actually quite interesting.
자, 이번 작전은요. 저희가 숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까 그냥 입을 벌려서 골고루 씹기만 하면 된답니다. 여기 봉투에 든 문서들 확인하시고 거기에 적혀 있는 대로 그대로만 하면 돼요.
The way Sold patronizingly dragged out the vow needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Besides, even if I did, all should hear would be a ticking for clock. Sorry, it's just angry ticking. It's like tick tick tick. It just says tick tick tick, and it just like underneath it says translated. Oi, listen here. Oi, listen here. It's so fucking funny. I actually wish you could hear. Oh, let my boy speak. I wish you actually could hear, like, from the perspective of the characters, how Dante sounds.
자존심 상하네. 이것들이 누구를 모지리로 알아? 관리자님, 이거 그대로
I mean,
들어봐.
kinda. You kind of do. You hear the ticking clock sometimes, but like, you know, they change perspective around, and you actually do, in theory, see like what Dante actually sounds like. It'd just be kind of funny.
되겠네?
어?
얘네들이 준 문서요. 완벽해요. 이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어요. 이렇게 깔끔하고 체계적으로 쓰여있는 문서는 정말 오랜만에 보는데요.
확실히 제대로 된 작전 계획을 써봤던 티가 나는군. 아, 물론 관리자님의 계획성에 비하면 발끝에도 못 미치지만.
Hello, how we doing? How's it going? I love Otis. She sits so fucking hard. She's like like director, sorry, not director, manager. You're just the best. Cracking. I mean, I guess she wants it cracked by the manager, to be honest. Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. Put simply, the objective of the mission could be summed up as follows. Operation Reach the Top Floor. Seems simple. She's a medic. Huh. What really motivated the plan was the first place prize up for grabs in today's table game. According to the briefing document, the only way to access the area containing the Golden Burrow is to win the competition on the casino's top floor. Back with popcorn, holy shit, I need some popcorn actually. I mean, Mesmerol is pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I'm more into the fact of Ryoshi cracking me instead, but you know, that's just me. I could really go for her cracking me in two. Oh man, it looks so fucking good as well. Jesus, I need some popcorn. They actually not. I was actually like, did they even do like you know, risque artwork for these characters? Because I think my entire feed just now turned into on Twitter, it's just turned into Limbus Company art. I always kind of wondered whether or not like there's a demand for that kind of thing. And of those four, the name we had taken is that of the infamous 팅텅 gang. God damn, they actually work. They're working overtime.
편견이라는 색깔 안경을 구태여 끼우는 것은 이상적이지 아니하오.
Right. Anyway, back to the plan. Masquerade is the boss of the Tingtung gang and win the gamble. Afterward, proceed to the underground floor to the Golden Burrow. Because, like, the one with the most fucking art, and it's, like, insane how much there is Fate Go. Like, goddamn, it's insane. Most of my other Twitter feed is literally just, my other Twitter feed is basically just, yeah, I vaguely do remember you telling me that. They're going back up. Oh, fuck's sake. I need to get a PC at some point. Fuck. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. And also thank you for the Sonic Cap as well, for commenting my Sonic Cap as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a load of shit. There's oh, what's her goddamn name? Not the feet lady from Fate Go, but the other one who's basically Totaka Rin as well. Fuck. The main other character from Babylonia. There's a load of artwork for her. And also the main character, Ritsuka, I think is the main character. It's so fucked at the moment when it comes to building a PC. Until then, we are going to make use of the pawn shop's items and clothing to slip into the casino undercover, blend in as either VIP patron or a dealer per our assigned roles, and wait for the top floor team to win the game and give the go-ahead. That's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. No, hold on. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player loses the game.
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서 위조 신분증까지 준비해 놨답니다. 카지노에서 불시에 신분 검사를 할 수도 있습니다.
That's the thing. I got to sell my kidney to get a fucking PC at this point. I'm not even going for anything like major anyway. I'm going for like all I want is like, you know, AM5, and just all I wanted was 32 gigabytes of RAM, like a Ryzen 7 58 like 7800X 3D, and then that's it really. So I've got a spare 2060 Super because I had upgraded my PC's GPU like ages ago before the Ramageddon happened. God, that's fucked. I would cry. That was me. Yeah, just get my boy to like claim everyone's bones. Kill them all. Just get all the AI bros. I don't want to say the other one just in case Twitch bans me.
좋아, 다 좋은데 꼭대기층의 갬블에서는 어떻게 이길 작전이야?
Bruh.
우리 복장을 보면 감이 잡히지 않아?
I'm all up for the fact of Roshu stepping on me, right?
카지노 딜러로 자연.
Just use me to put out her cigarette. I'm okay with that.
알아서 좋은 패를.
That make me feel alive.
눈만 멀쩡히 달려 있으면 이기는 건 걱정할 필요도 없지.
I love how we just basically this is turning into us just yeah, there is cheese flavored. There's also my favorite one was wasabi flavored popcorn. It was amazing because everyone's kind of hot in this game. Well, not everyone, but like, have you seen Ryoshi? Yeah, working a pair of eyes, Effie repeated under his breath, giving us a brief but pointed side eye. He's making it painfully obvious he has zero faith in us.
콩콩이 파트목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
카지노에서 제공되는 식사에 수면제를 섞을 거예요.
We basically just down bad these characters.
이미 얘기가 끝났답니다.
수면제.
Christ, we are. I think we're just down horrendous at this point. Sold and Effie shot each other a knowing wink. That brief exchange alone spoke volumes, and it was clear that they had considered themselves the perfect duo who needed no words to understand one another.
사장님, 진열 때 여기서부터 저기까지.
Guys, we are literally just. That man has got a fucking stranglehold on us.
네? 아이고, 예, 그러면요. 천천히 둘러보세요.
Now see if someone came into the stream without knowing who his characters were, they'll think you're talking about the guy from Wuthering Heights. So you would actually be very cultured. In a heartbeat, the pawnbroker's disdain melted into not kotoing? The old man burrowed so deeply that his head was almost level with the floor.
그럼 다들 진열장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가지.
Okay, can you do that? No one's actually ever kind of like. No one's ever kind. What's the logistics in that?
우와, 이거 구프샤 디자이너가 제작했던 브로치죠.
I'm actually sort of impressed. That's one of those times where you just like, that's impressive. You can't be like, oh, interesting. You just have to be like, that's actually kind of impressive. It's one of those times where your brain's just like, hey.
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요.
How's Heathcliff not have any good Rule 34? The man's a fucking hunk. What the fuck?
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든 장갑이.
Now see, if Roddy didn't have any, I'd be fucking pissed.
샀던 녀석은 아마 패션 센스가 남달랐을 것 같아.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
이보시오, 내 봉투에는 청소부라고 써져 있는데 뭔가 착오가 있는 것 같소만?
좋아, 다 좋은데
Bro, it's even the worst conversation I've ever had.
격떨어지게 예산 걱정을 왜 하는 거야? 이 블랙 카드로는 못 긁는 게 없어.
단테, 어떻게 된 거야? 툭불 고기는 예산 딸려서 못 먹는다며.
Bruh. I'd be like, sorry.
수준 이상의 성과를 보이는 부사에겐
First time I felt alive, alright?
한도 없는 카드를 준다는 소문이 사실이었군요.
Well, everyone else was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card. A loud voice boomed in from outside the shop.
어이 할배, 오늘까지 자리세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
A man who even at first glance clearly belonged to a vicious syndicate swaggered into the pawn shop.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 다음에는 꼭 납부하겠습니다. 한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아. 내가 놓친 내 숫자 공부 봐주느라 형님한테 깨져야겠어. 저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치 않은 노인네한테 뽑아먹을 게 무엇이 있다고.
You know, for a game, it's actually like very depressing. It sure does actually bring everyone out for being down bad. Pleading in an exaggeratedly loud voice, the pawnbroker flickered a glance at us from the corner of his eye.
이제는 큰 소리를 치네. 화내봐, 화내. 그래야 나도 죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
The way the old man looked at us seemed to waver between outright frustration and an unspoken demand for immediate assistance. All the noise of the ongoing row now began to draw attention to the sinners.
거기 뭘 봐? 구경 났냐?
와, 진짜 전형적인 대사라서 대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어요. 좀 더 창의적인 시비를 걸 순 없는 걸까요?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거 아닐까요?
Christ. I like Ishmael, who scoffed at the goon without a care. I hate that fucking word's been ruined. Gotta hate it. Without a care, Sinclair turned an anxious glance his way.
어쩔 수 없답니다. 뒷골목은 뒷골목 나름대로의 규율이 존재하고 그것들이 얼기설기 엮여서 돌아가는 구조니까요. 우리 같은 외지인들이 어설프게 개입을 하면 눈에만 띌 뿐이에요.
Satisfied by the sinner's decision to stay out of it, the goon carried on with the shakedown. God damn it!
돈이 없으면
I hate it.
그거를 내놓으면 되잖아. 몇 번이나 말했는데. 그것만은 안 됩니다. 제발.
Are we really going to leave them be?
영폭이 그러시면 제가 나설까요, 관리자님?
그런데 그거라는 게 뭐지?
이곳엔 돈보다 더 가치 있는 재화가 존재해요. 제2사의 특이점은 무엇이든 잠글 수 있는 강력한 보안 기술이죠. 하지만 그런 보안 기술이 생겨난 데에는 제2사 뒷골목에 오래된 문화와 역사를 바탕으로 하고 있어요.
There's a lot going on in this chapter. I kind of zoned out because it's all getting cracked by characters in this game. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a storyline to this one, isn't there?
역사? 너 지금 그걸 여기서 설명하겠다는 말이냐? 난 입사 조건에 공부까지 있는 줄 몰랐다고.
In spite of Heathcliff's heated opposition, Faust went on with her explanation.
이곳에선 사람들의 소망력을 추출해낼 수 있는 기술이 사용되고 있어요.
God damn it. That's crazy.
특이점으로 승인되기에는 보편성이 다소 떨어져서 대중적으로 알려지진 않았지만
Wait, like busting it like quirked up.
일종의 운을 사고 파는 거예요.
We finish this like chapter before the ads begin. Then go for a stretch and possibly just rethink life.
이 소망력을 무력으로 추출당하지 않기 위해 어느덧 이를 방어하는 보안 기술까지 생겨나고 만 거죠.
God damn, I can't wait to see that then.
그게 지금의 특이점으로 이어진 거고요.
야, 파우스트. 이놈들한테 눈높이 교육시키느라 고생이 많겠다.
염두에 두고 있었던 일이라 괜찮아요.
그 말투 무진장 거슬리는데.
자, 그럼 우린 진열대.
Right, I guess I'll have to go for a stretch before we finish this chapter. Right, the ads will be playing in like 9 seconds. So I'll be right back, and we'll carry on and see what actually happens in this chapter, and not get distracted by getting cracked by characters in this game. It's Kanto 2 currently.
The warriors have assembled. The lines have been drawn. The stakes are incalculable. The rewards unbelievable.
This could be your last chance for freedom and power.
This fight is all or nothing.
It's showtime!
Every weekday at 5, Cartoon Network is building you a better cartoon show. The finest action cartoons all assembled in one place.
Time to crash the party.
Die, planet, die!
You crazy little fool! You're gonna get yourself killed!
I will destroy him.
Use any means necessary.
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats. We call this Toonami. Tougher than the best. Stronger than the rest. Weekdays 5 to 7 and midnight to 1 a.m. Only on Cartoon Network. Accept no substitutes.
A boy has the right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him.
You have to trust in your own power.
Whatever happens from now on, you stand firm and face your destiny without fear, but with courage.
What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've got to walk your own path.
The children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
Are you gonna go up into space with your old man or not?
Maybe I'll never get over this. I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
What happens when a game becomes real and none of the rules apply? For a young sorcerer named Tsukasa, the virtual world of the game has become his reality.
Where am I?
Inside, Tsukasa can fight, make friends, feel pain.
Tsukasa.
The only thing he can't do is log out. Enter the world of Dot Hack Sai, premiering Saturday, February 1st at 3.
Let me go!
Take the game, not the player.
Why me?
Only Toonami.
This place is a town of forgetfulness.
40 years ago, everything we knew was destroyed. The face of the planet changed forever.
There isn't anyone who really knows exactly what did happen.
The survivors left without memories. In the aftermath, a new society has formed.
I perform a much-needed job here in the city of amnesia.
In Paradigm City, the rich close themselves into giant domes, while the poor must live without protection. But one man stands for something more, and he does it in serious style.
As a professional, I just try to do my best.
His name is Roger Smith, the negotiator.
Goes against my principles, but I don't have a choice.
His allies, an android, a butler, and Big O.
It's showtime!
When they start a job, they always see it through.
Rest in peace! Bye-bye!
Enemies of Paradigm City, beware. There's a new robot on the block.
You're not going anywhere! You crazy little fool! You're gonna get yourself killed! Time to finish this! That's it! Once and for all!
Big O, starting Monday, April 2nd at 5:30. Good guys still wear black, only to mommy.
I have returned. I don't think you missed anything. Don't worry. To my knowledge, at least. I did do a 10 pull yesterday and got fucking nothing out of it. I cried. Actually, no, I got one thing out of it, I think. Sold waved the schedule pack document at us as if to make a point that we had no time to spare. Honestly, my luck is just non-existent. Just like, I'm like that gif of that guy that does the peace sign and cries afterwards. That's just me. The stream of luck is fucking dreadful. I even did the tickets as well. I was like, got fucking nothing. I was like, yep, that's just me. I bet if I did it off stream, I would have got like fucking everything. It has also happened to me before. Wait, not that word. I can't remember if I ever like uncrackable characters. I can't remember if I talked about I remember talking about yesterday, but the worst experience I ever had on a gacha game was getting Merlin in FGO. I fucking hated that one. 300 Saint Quartz, got nothing. My last 3 Saint Quartz summon, he appeared. I almost threw everything out the window. A sudden flash of dread rushed through my mind, urging me to make sure that every sinner was in my sight. That isn't exactly in step with certain someone's principles. God, I wouldn't even want to look at the pull rate in ZZZ, because I always known apparently the pull rate in MiHoYo games are awful, like almost on par with FGO how bad it is. Reverse is like very generous though sometimes if you're lucky. Also ass when you really want a character. It's the kind of thinking that would severely provoke her. Ishmael seems to have noticed what I meant and hurriedly looked around. Christ. It's a good point. Has he got a short hand or a long hand down there? That's a question to ask. Honestly, I kind of feel like we've desensitized the word wood as well. Like when I was younger, the term wood would actually mean like something dastardly, not in a weird way, but but like kind of like a character that you think to yourself, like, I don't know, Crystal from Star Fox Adventure, for example. It's non-typical. That meant something back in the day, but now people look at like a character, like a really hot person in anime, and go wood. I'm like, fucking course you would. What are you talking about? What is this? Got it. A man's hanging low down there. Really? None taken. But I just kind of felt like it's gotten to the point that the word just doesn't mean anything. Like, It's like people saying wood to Rouge the Bat. I'm like, bruh, like, why wouldn't you? Like, it's just we need to bring the word back. Oh no, do we go there? Yeah, wood. Sorry, yeah, I realized my accent my accent mixes the word together. Like it's one of those times like wood and wood sound the same in the British accent. I guess in American you kind of would actually like distinguish the U in it a little bit. Don Quixote had already bolted forward, swinging her lance at the Ting Tanger, who was gripping the pawnbroker by the collar. Bonk. Nah, don't worry. It happens a lot. I realize that myself, that sometimes like the words kind of mesh together. She caught the goon completely off guard, and the blunt end of her lance struck him squarely on the head. I want Faust just to talk to me. I could fall asleep listening to Faust, to be honest. Thank you for the headbat, thank you. He dropped to the floor with a discordantly whimsical smack, and everyone in the pawn shop watched as his unconscious heap for a solid minute.
참고로 수감자들을 통제하는 역할은 제게 주어진 업무에 포함되지 않았어요. 이쪽 분의 역할이죠.
I can't stand the fact that the word goon is ruined. I'm trying to say the word goon, I'm like, fuck. Don't give me that look. What am I supposed to do there? I knew my words and my voice wouldn't carry beyond the sinners, but that didn't stop me from arguing my case anyway. Then again, even if Sald and Effie could hear me protest, I doubt it would have done anything to mitigate their slack-jawed bafflement. I don't know at this point. This game's fucking depressing, and it's like bringing out it's The pawnbroker was the only one delighted by this turn of events. I'm glad I didn't play FGO, because if I played FGO, this would have been a sinner's chat.
아이고 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
베르길리우스가 악인을 처단하는 건 상관없지만 작전의 인물들까지 끌어들이면
I realize how tiny Don Quixote actually is. She's like what, like 4 foot? I think her goddamn lance is like taller than her. The self-satisfied, proud look on her face grated on my nerves like never before. So you knew exactly what he told you and still went charging in anyway.
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주겠나?
그런데 이놈 설마 죽은 건 아니겠지요?
영감, 방금 전까지는 아쉬워하지 않았어?
그건 그렇지만 이러다 유로지비가 나서면 여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
The White Stain. That'd be the most unfortunate name ever.
왜 여기에?
Poor guy.
아니, 그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
아이고 소식도 듣는구만요. 벌써 몇 개월 전부터 이 근처에서 깽판을 치고 있는데.
Kind of feel like there's like a lot of them that would actually probably be fucking terrible if we actually got named that.
아유, 저희한테는 악당이죠. 뭐라 그랬더라? 돈을 공치고 있는 장사치들을 조져서 힘든 사람에게 나눠야 한댔나? 뭐에 분배라 하던데.
Hey, it's our dude.
아, 맞아요. 그거. 아유, 우리들이 무슨 돈이 있다고 심지어 자기들이 와서 그러는 것도 아니에요. 매번 이 지역 깡패들을 시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요. 하여간
Damn, it's like immediate when the guy appears.
등등하게 다녀서 힘들어요. 처음에는 뭘 찾으려고 하는 것 같았는데 이제는 돈이나 뺐군.
근데 말이야, 우리 피해야 하지 않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
It seemed like Roddy had deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the whys and wherefores. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out started to twitch. Clearly he wasn't going to be out for much longer.
골치 아프게 쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
아이 봐, 머핀과 소보를 했나? 그 너무 표정국이지 말라고. 몰려 있는 게 전당포잖아.
We got really in a little bit. Got stop being a little bit less. I don't know what the word is at this point.
에피랑 소드예요. 사람 이름을 맛있게 만들어 주시지는 않았으면 좋겠어요. 그리고 널려 있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해 이 소동을 눈치챈 모든 전당포가 곧 문을 닫을 거라는 소리랍니다.
I don't think if you actually animated this game that in like they're just constantly in that one pose, even like animated, just kind of just standing there like their portraits. Don Quixote.
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다. 얼른 나가자.
Really? He has 2 sprites? My man only got 2 sprites? This is we're about to leave. A figure dressed much like the one that we knocked out with a face just as menacing stormed into the shop.
어이 영감, 우리 막내 보지 못해. 비실아, 이게 다 무슨 일이냐?
he's just the same. It's not light work, no reaction the entire time. We tried the hardest to pass ourselves off as innocent customers who had just happened to be in the pawn shop at the worst possible time. And of course, as luck would have it, the knocked out thug began to come to his senses. So now we're not using the word goon? We're using the word thug now? This has also kind of been ruined as well. Really? The direction his finger was pointing at was far too clear for me to play dumb. Honestly, there was no getting around it. Red Clock Head was too distinctive. There wouldn't be a single other person in the entire district who even come close to that description. What they do? All did a Futurama episode basically. We'll just change bodies. We'll change bodies for a bit. God, the word gaffer as well. My God, I would actually like you would actually have to like learn British to actually even like spend like 5 minutes with Heathcliff, because he does use a lot of words that even I don't use nowadays. I missed the word gaffer. It's kind of funny though. I do actually like that. Actually had an April Fool's event like that. I actually can't wait to see her Kanto. Although it stung a bit to see the pawnbroker sell us out at the drop of a hat, not to mention having to endure the thug barrage of insults. One of them clock-plated slur too, over something I wasn't even responsible for. I was determined to keep my cool. Because it was clear as day that we're going to have to hightail out of here right now. If I kept letting every trivial thing get under my skin, it wouldn't be long before I got beaten up to a pulp. Yo, it's my girl.
귀찮은데 그냥 다 죽이자.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, best girl.
왜? 아주 콩콩이 팔을 뿌리째 뽑아내자고 하지?
그것도 나쁘지 않겠어.
It's not because he's also based off of the Akutagawa book as well, but you know. She's gonna pop a bunkai? I mean, she kind of got like she kind of got the like Rukia vibe going on. I was expecting like full-on Bonkai though.
저기 너희 중엔 정신이 똑바로 박혀 있는 직원이 정말 없는 거야?
I still have no clue what the burnt child ASMR means. I'm scared to find out. Ishmael bristled at the offending remark and seemed ready to snap back. But to me, the sight of Ting Tang goons, there we go, back to the word goons, readying their weapons was more a pressing matter. Oh, right. First, let's get the heck out of here. The word goon has been ruined. Like, it's thug has been ruined as well, because thugginit's also a thing nowadays. I hate that I can't use any words anymore without it just being like, ha ha ha. You said the thing. You said Gen Z slang. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? It's just it hurts. It hurts living through this era now at this point. I hate it. Wait. Bro, I'm dead. Biologically speaking, I am, in fact, alive. However, to emphasize how hilarious I found this, I made a hyperbolic statement saying that I was dead because it implies that I found this video so funny I ceased to live. However, I am indeed alive and well, so there is no need for you to all to worry. I was simply employing the tactics of figurative language in order to better and more effectively communicate my message. Yeah. I get it. Wait a minute, it's gone up. Holy shit, it's gone up. Sorry, I got charged for something. I'm a fucking boomer. Well, I'm not a boomer. I'm like, what? A millennial, aren't I? I think. Oh, I'm born in 96. I'm a millennial. So I think I legitimately just got the cutoff point. Thank God my parents picked the best time. So I would have been something else had I been born like 2 months later. Some people actually do pronounce my my name with an A as well. I've noticed that some people do pronounce it with an A.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
True to Sal's prediction, every pawnbroker was busy closing their shop to avoid getting roped into trouble.
새끼들아, 거기다가 안 멈추냐? 너희 착것들이 우리 가족을 건들고 무사히 넘어갈 것 같냐?
저런 집단들은 왜 꼭 서로를 가족이라고 부르죠? 없던 유대감을 쥐어짜내야 하니까?
우리 소중한 막내 동생 이마에 혹이 생겨버렸잖아.
Bro, definitely upon you.
맙소사. 이런 건 계획에 없었는데.
What if he presses a hand to his head as though he was getting a really bad migraine? I had a half a mind to suggest that he keep some painkillers on hand if the condition to see like this was all it took to give him a migraine, but I thought better of it. With no head of my own, the jab wouldn't have hit home, much less be heard.
어이 너희들, 이제까지 우리들을 쓸모없는
Let's complain. Would Dante actually get a migraine? Or would it just, you know, just not do anything?
폐기물들을 모아놓은 하수장이라고 생각했잖아.
At some point, I will actually will play Lobotomy and Rarina as well. I need to actually get back and play those games at some point. Because I can't get to that point that I actually kind of get addicted to this game, so I might as well go backwards.
아무도 그렇게까지 말하진 않았어, 오티스.
하지만 왜 우리 부서가 황금가지를 탈환하는 막중한 임무에 놓였는지 이유가 궁금하지 않았나?
뭔데요?
Even Effie seemed taken aback by Otis' imposing attitude.
비록 다른 자들이 오수 속에 절여진 폐기물이라는 건 동감한다만
Really? So Dante actually goes like full on, like he tweaks the fuck out for a bit. I thought man stays cool composed the entire time.
글쎄, 그렇게 생각하는 건 당신뿐이라니까.
So it's like is in hell we lament basically sung in the perspective of Dante then. So I'm guessing like each chapter the song must be a perspective of a character. Like how the last chapter was Gregor. So I'm guessing the prologue must be that it's from his perspective.
오티스 씨는 항상 저희를 그런 시선으로 바라보셨던 거군요.
나는 무전무패의 역사를 가지고 있고 관리자님은 불사에 가까운 치유를 할 수 있는 소생 능력을 지니고 있으시지.
So I say because I imagine he doesn't have one currently.
사실 둘만 있어도 충분해.
Kind of neat if that was actually like the ending.
나와는 생각이 다른 모양이지만 어쨌든 아무리 무수한 전투를 치러도 폐기물들은 폐기되지 않는다. 폐기물인 채로 그대로 부활할 뿐이다.
멋지다는 듯이 말하긴 했지만 결국 저희를 쓰레기 취급하는 것뿐이었네요.
At least there's that. I just want to see more of him, to be honest. He seems cool.
적군들이 몰려오는군. 준비되셨습니까, 관리자님?
Well, she sent for me. Oh, I wanted her to be like, "Oh my god, you're amazing! I love you so much." I'm like, thank you. Did I not bring a support in this one? It's actually got 6 months to catch up. She's so fucking cool though, that's the problem. Like, goddamn. I'm weak to a person for katana.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
I'm sorry, what?
해보겠습니다.
What the hell happens in this game? I thought this game's about depression and shit. Everyone's apparently getting cracked, and it's getting cracked in the game apparently.
금방 다녀올게.
아름답진 않네.
They didn't bring a support in apparently. Oh. I feel like that Yu-Gi-Oh! The thank you for the hydration. I will hydrate. Oh god, all I got was fucking powder that time. Jesus Christ. Ah. I feel like that meme of you know, Yugi when he goes, "It should have been me, not him." Why couldn't it be me?
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
해냈어요.
Honestly, that was kind of a weird one. I actually got like I got like a succession of the same moves. I haven't seen it in a while.
궤독은 아닐 거예요. 그래도 칭찬해 주셔서 감사해요, 관리자님. 순간 제 어머니가 생각났어요.
Apologies. Did I get any? No, I don't have anything to grab. Right. Okay. For some reason. Fuck it. Why is that? Let's bring 2B back out.
지령을 받았습니다.
I want 2B.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
상대하기에도 우스운 수준이었어.
Oh my god, she actually speaks for a while. Holy shit.
콩콩이파는 이 거리 일대를 지배하고 있던 집단이야. 한 번의 전투로
It's a
끝난
good
게
chapter.
아니야.
I actually get to hear Ryoshi for a bit. Effie had barely finished speaking when an additional ting-tangers began spilling out of the alleyways.
대체 어디서 온 놈들인데 우리 조직을 건드는 거야?
I find it annoying that Library Arena only got a physical release in Japan, though. And we everyone's it on the Switch, but it hasn't. It's so funny. Question for the ages, I guess. Yeah, I kind of find it annoying that Japan got a physical release for Library Arena, but no one else did. Yeah, I was gonna buy. I need to import it because it's the only place I can get it physically.
우리 제군들은 림버스.
Effie clamped a hand over Donkey Konga's mouth before she could finish.
미쳤어? 뒷골목에
I can also do with lobotomy coming out on Switch, but I don't think it is, just because I can at least own both games.
또 온다. 관리자님, 지시를.
At least we got 2B back.
금방 다녀올게.
Really? Is that intense? I'm sort of shocked games like this aren't on the Switch because, you know, it's a fucking mobile console, so it could technically physically run them, I guess. I'd kill for like gacha games on the Switch. Ah, I see. We could do it on Switch too. No, the Switch 2 mouse controls are fucking weird. I played Metro Prime 4 with mouse controls and it was just the weirdest experience ever. Like, it works, but it doesn't feel right. You know when you kind of you're using something you shouldn't be using? Oh right, I see. Just really go for it beyond the go.
이 정도야?
지령대로 움직일 뿐입니다.
해보겠습니다.
I got you, don't worry. So it's quite interesting that it never did get a port to the Switch, considering that I guess they could make it work, and it sold gangbusters on there as well.
젠장 그만 좀 튀어나와! 카지노에 들어가기도 전에 지쳐서 뒤지는 게 더 빠르겠어.
안심해요, 히스클리프.
Oh yeah, we're going to a casino.
관리자님이 있는 한 우리가 지쳐서 죽을 일은.
누가 그걸 몰라서 물어보냐?
Damn, it was that bad. They had to blur it out.
해결은 간단하다. 어떤 조직이더라도
The man speaks.
대가리를 깨부수면 떠봤던 고기 덩어리는 무너진다.
It's kind of interesting though. It's kind of interesting though. I'd have thought they would have ported it at some point or tried to.
짜증나니까 저 부수러 가자.
Maybe Switch 2 might be able to do it. They're saying that a PS5 claim would run fucking Code Vein 2, so I don't know. At this point in time, the fucking consoles are just like a paperweight.
잠깐, 다들 돌아와.
I still find it impressive that the Switch 2 can actually like function while running FF7 Rebirth. When the PS5 couldn't even do it.
너 계속 이런 애들이랑 같이 다녀야 하는 거냐?
삶은 늘 의문투성이죠.
그렇게 이상적이라고 할 수도 있겠어.
Love you, Sung, so much.
당장 튀어나오라 그래.
Heathcliff seized the Ting Tanger by the collar and shook him about violently, even if it seemed the man's last shred of consciousness was quickly leaving him. Possibly never to return.
우리 형님은 차탑에 계실 거다.
차탑? 차탑이 어디야? 알아듣게 말해.
Oh, he didn't. We say stop making sense as well. We actually drop the G on making as well sometimes. Lost opportunity there. I'm just gonna be sitting here like judging Heathcliff's Britishness.
먼저 너희 진심으로 콩콩이파 보스까지 처리할 생각이야? 그런다고 인사고과에 반영되거나 하진 않아. 알고 있어?
Someone, God, the Doflamingo. Is that actually a meme? Like legitimately?
명민하진 못해요.
대략 속셈 따위랑은 거리가 먼 오물이지. 말도 안 되는 일과는 가깝지만.
Goon session.
아니야. 말이 되는 것 같기도 해요. 문제 없어, 에피. 우리는 항상 플랜 B까지 대비해 놓잖아.
Sod said with a gentle smile on her face. Though Sod spoke calmly, I caught the faint cracks beneath the veneer. I hate the fact that I'm getting cracked and the word cracks appears beneath the veneer of composure, like she was making a huge effort just to hold herself together.
여러분이 위장을 하는 게 불가능하다면 다 같이 콩콩이파 조직원들로 위장해 버리는 겁니다. 단체로 들어가도 눈에 띄지 않을 거고 순조롭게 꼭대기층까지 진입할 수 있을 테니까요. 겸사겸사 콩콩이파에게서
I guess at some point we get to the casino. So a lot of shit's happened before we even got there. I kind of feel like we're a very dysfunctional group of people.
죄독은 아닐 거예요. 그래도
Did I beat someone?
칭찬해 주셔서 감사해요, 관리자님. 순간 제 어머니가 생각났어요.
Oh shit. Dispense. Do I need to dispense the things? Wait, whoa, what are we doing now? Sorry. You got explained to me in Fortnite terms. I'm like working on one hour of sleep and also passing out. Go to menu, right? What, like? Oh shit, I'm stupid, sorry. Right. Wait. Okay. Well, hold the phone. So go to the last season. What? L6. This one? The one thumb capo. Go up. I'm up. Oh, I found it. This one. Right, can I look? Oh. Damn. Do we count? Do we count that? Do we count as like Did I really just come here to satiate the goon stash? Actually, monitor. Don't use alcohol on your monitor. You just use microfiber cloth and I don't know if water's a good idea, to be honest. Like dampening. We could dampen the one corner of the cloth with water, like very faintly. Dampen it, and then clean the monitor with the cornered, the one that's got water on it. Then dry it with the other corner. It's probably how I would say to do it. I'm glad I actually satiated the goon stash for the day. Where did I go? Not extract. Can't do extract today. Man, I ain't got the money, bro. They sell that whoosh stuff as well you can buy that everyone uses, that Apple uses, but it's alright. The problem is it leaves a lot of residue unless you actually properly clean it, I think. Oh, Malfast, right. Give me a second. I want her to look like 2B.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
Really? Holy shit.
다들 와서 이것 좀 보게나.
이게 다 뭐죠?
차들이 마치 탑처럼 쌓여 있어.
의무라군.
What had looked like towering structures from afar were up close, cars piled into heaps.
차들이 왜 이렇게 잔뜩 쌓여 있는 걸까요?
어떤 곳엔 편지가 쓰여 있어. 가족들이 보낸 것인가 본데?
오고 싶다고 쓰여 있네요. 이분들은 곧 돌아오는 거겠죠?
Oh.
그럴 리가.
I don't think I have Hong Lu on the team actually. Hold on, let me actually take the Sonic hat off for a bit. No one knows I actually have ears underneath this thing.
설사 카지노에서
Don't know if I have Hong Lu on the team. I can't remember.
가족의 품으로 멀쩡히 돌아갈 수 있는 상태는 아닐 텐데.
뭐 가이드 역할까지 보너스로 해드리자면
Nah, I was gonna say I don't think I put them on the team actually.
랜드마크랍니다.
도박꾼들의 말로지.
이곳은 콩콩이파
I do
세력의
like the structure though. It's
중고차
quite cool.
사업으로 세력을 불리는 발돋움판이 된 곳이고요.
로자, 당신은 이런 데 자주 와봤다면서 뭔가 부연 설명해 줄 건 없어? 왠지 흥미로운 이야기가 나올 것 같은데.
Oh really? I got Roshu's thing when I did it.
아 몰라 기억 안 나. 난 과거는 다 잊고 앞만 보며 살아가기로 결심했어. 저런 방해꾼들만 없으면 결심대로 살아갈 수 있을 것 같은데 말이야.
나가들아! 이 근방이 우리 구역인 건 알고
It's the
걸음을 돌리는 거냐?
goons.
아니면 너네 차 팔러 온 거냐?
Not to be confused with the other term for goon.
아니요. 우리는 버스 타고 다녀.
장기는 우리 파 담당이 아닌데.
How tall is the fucking lance anyway? I suppose Don Quixote actually uses the lance in the book as well, if I remember correctly. Jesus Christ, that sounds intense.
역시 제대로 찾아왔나 보군. 자네의 대장을 찾으러 왔어.
대체 어디서 온 건데 그렇게 당당하냐?
I feel like the characters actually do work in tandem with each other. I always found it to be one of the more interesting things that you do in these kind of games. An awkward silence followed.
어디서 온 거냐니까? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
Is there a single thought within Don Quixote's brain? I always wondered that playing this game. I'm like, what goes on with Don Quixote the entire time? Okay, I mean, she kind of got the 2B thing going on a little bit more in this one. If she actually had Fire Highs going on, she'd basically be 2B. Disappointed. I don't think I'd... Gotcha.
해보겠습니다.
아름답진 않네.
해냈어요.
They're not gonna do any no, I can't. Oh my nose.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
6-7 duo. Fucking hell, that's depressing for them.
제가 해낸 것 맞죠?
Ah, makes sense. Still depressing nonetheless. I would hate to be called a 6-7 duo. Ooh.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리. 모든 결과들은 하우스트가 알아요.
Also, I didn't realize how much Faust was packing behind there. Holy shit.
해냈어요. 제가 해낸 것 맞죠?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않네.
이제 깨우치시길.
Fucking Christ. You legitimately destroyed that guy. There's nothing left.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은
that is actually kind of funny. Basically, it's like, thank you, Faust, for that. No problem, Faust. Thank you. Select support.
그럴 듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
야, 무슨 일이냐?
형님, 소속도 안 밝힌 놈들이 난데없이 들이닥치지 뭡니까?
누가 보낸 거냐? 차림을 보니까 하바네로파나 정육점파 녀석들은 아니고.
Poor girl. She's not dumb.
지금이라도 싹싹 빌고 물러가면 사진 멀쩡하게는 보내주마.
그대가 입고 있는 옷을 순순하게 벗어주면 물러가겠소만.
아이, 그렇게 말하니까 좀 이상해지는데.
I love Gregor. He's so cool.
형님,
Poor dude's like depression incarnate, but he's so cool about it.
그런 집단인 것 같습니다.
역겨운 새끼들. 인생 그렇게 살지 말아라.
Man who seemed to be the gang's boss is staring at us with unmistakable disgust. I don't think I've ever wanted to win a fight this badly. That Riz game's insane. the players, I guess.
불가 위약 막아내지 못하리.
It's fun just seeing her absolutely decimate a dude. Like she fucks him up.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
She has fish in her equations in her ego for some reason. That's funny. So did the cleaning work in the end?
해보겠습니다. 해냈어요.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol does tend to ruin, if you use an LCD monitor, it tends to ruin the coating on it. That's what I've always known, so I always avoid using it. If you have a, because Max used to use glass Retina displays. It never tended to do much to those ones, even though it's still I tend to avoid it. But nowadays, because they're like, you know, matte, correct term is it? Matte screens. Rubbing alcohol tends to destroy the layer on it, so people always say avoid just using alcohol entirely because it can ruin the screen.
금방 다녀올게.
I can't say words, sorry. My face just completely fucking stopped. I'll use it after this game, this level, I guess. God, I can't fucking speak. I'm gonna aim to get to number 10 today of this Kanto, and then probably come back to this on Friday. I'm not too sure what to figure out this week because I need to play Romance of Dead Man. Can I ego anyone? I can ego someone.
해보겠습니다.
Yeah, I would say avoid using alcohol or anything like that on those kind of monitors.
모든 결과들은
Because VA panels are fine. Do they do IPS monitors anymore? I remember IPS was like the ones everyone used to go for like way back when. Because I think it's better for your eyes or something. Holy shit. Though if I was gonna buy a monitor nowadays in like this day and age, I probably would buy a Pro Art display. Yeah, actually, it's kind of neat her actual ego. I mean, OLEDs are good, but the problem is unless you really kind of have the setup for it, like you know the graphics card and everything like that, it's kind of pointless. The only thing with Pro Art displays is you kind of get you get the whole color gamut and everything like that. Because they're designed for people that do like video editing and photo editing, or people with bad eyesight. There's a reason why I like them. But the Pro Art displays are quite expensive. Same with the Pro Art everything basically. I want a Pro Art setup, but I don't want to pay like £300 for the case.
대체 어디에서 온 거야? 이쯤 되면 알려줄 때도 됐잖아.
우리는
I don't think that OLEDs are even like, you know, adopted yet at this point in time anyway. Like, you know, completely adopted.
이제 좀 속 시원하군.
그러니까 거기가 대체 어딘데?
Because 4K itself is kind of pointless, especially when you're playing like some kind of Limbus Company.
참고로 저와 에피는 이들과는 다른 부서랍니다.
Because you really can't play at 4K unless you like, you know, have the entire thing, like the entire setup. Because otherwise you crank it too high, you won't get the FPS. These in more ways than one. The man finally collapsed on the ground. The sheer frustration and aversion to communicating normally must have contributed to his fainting spell too. The condolences to whatever remained of the poor fellow's patience.
그런데 진짜 이 옷을 입어야 돼? 땀 냄새, 피 냄새, 그리고 기분 나쁘게 쿰쿰한 냄새도 난단 말이야.
Roger held up her shirt stripped from a Ting Tang member with just 2 fingers as though she were handling a particularly repulsive piece of garbage.
털도 있어. 단테가 눈이 없는 게 부러운 적은 처음이야.
Vision's working fine, you know.
생각보다 실은 좋아 보이는데. 얘네 생각보다 돈 잘 버나 봐.
Because I've got an Odyssey G9 as my monitor because I inherited it from my brother. Not that my brother's like gone or anything. It just gives me he gives me his hand-me-downs, and it's fine. I don't really like it too much. It's very glitchy.
맞춤형으로 제작된 옷이라 안 돼.
Label here says fits all sizes. Catching my gaze, lingering on the label, Effie snapped.
애초에 너희가 전당포에서 그런 난리법석만 안 떨었어도 이 고생 안 했어.
Damn, well they're made of like titanium fibers. I mean, not actual titanium. That'd be kind of just be metal.
괜찮아요. 전 한 번쯤 이런 옷 입어보고 싶었어요.
Oh.
꼭 영화라도 찍는 것 같잖아요.
That makes sense then.
조금 떨리네요. 위장 잠입은 오랜만이라.
난 내키지 않는다. 이런 건 겁쟁이들이나 하는 짓이야.
She's so cool. Oh, I guess I do really need to go back and play those games. I'll try and figure out if I can actually import it because I need. The problem is with buying shit from Japan is the fact that I can't just buy one thing. I have to like buy a bunch of things because the postage is so fucking stupid. So I'm trying to wait for a bunch of games to come to stock so I actually can just do one massive order and get everything in one go. Because otherwise it's just like, the problem is like, the shit's expensive and you have to like kind of like position it in such a way that it won't fuck you over the postage with the postage. And currently the things I want are out of stock. And I'm really annoyed because Library Arena is still in stock, and it's the only way I can actually get it in this country from Japan. No one else sells it for some reason.
갈비뼈까지 베일 각오가 돼 있으면 해보든가.
It's nice to have it physically though. So I don't know why no one did it over here. Like surprisingly, like no limited print run companies. Gregor's calm repost drew around a muffled laughter from the sinners. For a moment, Effie and Sold hesitated, unsure how to take the quip. Till they moved on, probably because they decided it wasn't worth mulling over. Effie then raised a small container that seemed to be inlaid with mother of pearl.
콩콩이파 보스에게서 얻은 소망통이다.
I'm very critical about how I get games. I tend to always buy it physically if I can. And nowadays it's kind of pointless because most things aren't even on carts or discs, but I will, if I can, buy it physically. I did it. I've done it before, and it's actually kind of worked out in my favor. Like, for example, was it last year? I think did it come out last year or the year before. I can't remember. Muv-Luv and Muv-Luv Alternative came out on the Switch, and I imported it from Japan on the because Japan had it physically with English on the cart. I was like, that's cool. I'll buy it. Well, long behold, about 2 months later, it shot up to £150, and it cost me 20. So it's kind of one of those things that if I bought it digitally, I would never have actually had that copy and also had that monetary kind of gain in it as well. What role?
무슨 말인지 모르겠다는 몸짓이니 설명을
It's always one of those things that sometimes it does work out in your favor.
제2사의 특이점이 이 통 안에 담겨 있다고 하면 되려나? 이건 사람들의 소망을 잡아먹고 에너지로 저장하는 도구다.
적당한 시점에 소망을 종이의 형태로 짜내면 짜잔.
Thank you, Saribot. I'm going for a stretch in a minute. For a little while longer. And I need to pass out because I am tired.
남의 운을 끌어모아서 꼭대기층의 도박에 이기려고 했나 보군. 일개 건달 보스가 이런 걸 들고 있다니. 관리자, 단테됐나?
Nah, he's not saying he hasn't. Virgil's got the nice ring to it. He says Dante. Nah. Doesn't. But you gotta do a tier list of how everyone says Dante in this game at some point. You sure wouldn't trust me with something that important?
영 자신 없어 보인다는 몸짓이지만 당신을 지목한 이유는
Right, let's let his line finish. I'll go for a stretch. Right, I shall be right back while the ads are playing.
The warriors have assembled. The lines have been drawn. The stakes are incalculable. The rewards unbelievable.
This could be your last chance for freedom and power.
This fight is all or nothing.
It's showtime!
Every weekday at 5, Cartoon Network is building you a better cartoon show. The finest action cartoons all assembled in one place.
Time to crash the party.
Die, planet, die!
You crazy little fool! You're gonna get yourself killed!
I will destroy him.
Use any means necessary.
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats. We call this Toonami. Tougher than the best. Stronger than the rest. Weekdays 5 to 7 and midnight to 1 a.m. Only on Cartoon Network. Accept no substitutes.
A boy has the right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him.
To trust in your own power.
Whatever happens from now on, you stand firm and face your destiny without fear, but with courage.
What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've got to walk your own path.
The children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
Are you gonna go up into space with your old man or not? Maybe I'll never get over this. I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
What happens when a game becomes real and none of the rules apply? For a young sorcerer named Tsukasa, the virtual world of the game has become his reality.
Where am I?
Inside, Tsukasa can fight, make friends, feel pain.
Tsukasa.
The only thing he can't do is log out. Enter the world of God Hack Sign, premiering Saturday, February 1st at 3.
Let me go!
Hate the game, not the player.
Why me?
Only Toonami.
This place is a town of forgetfulness.
40 years ago, everything we knew was destroyed. The face of the planet changed forever.
There isn't anyone who really knows exactly what did happen.
The survivors left without memories. In the aftermath, a new society has formed.
I perform a much-needed job here in the city of amnesia.
In Paradigm City, the rich close themselves into giant domes, while the poor must live without protection. But one man stands for something more, and he does it in serious style.
As a professional, I just try to do my best.
His name is Roger Smith, the Negotiator.
Goes against my principles, but I don't have a choice.
His allies, an android. a butler. It's up to me. And big It's showtime. When they start a job, they always see it through.
Hello. I returned. I went for a massive ass stretch, and like every single part of my like back just clicked. Like, either I'm getting old or my entire body is trying to end me.
첫 번째, 도박판의 제일
Pookie, how's it going? How you doing? How you doing? I give it a head pat. I actually needed that. God, I feel so fucking exhausted. How we doing, my Pookie? How's it going? Thank you. I actually did want to get something hat off for a bit.
아무리 표정 읽기에 능수능란한 그들이라도 시계의 표정까지 가늠할 수는 없어.
I feel the exact same way, honestly. My entire body is like on the verge.
두 번째, 당신이 관리자가 된
Ooh, I can't wait to see him.
나름 이유가 있을 거라고 생각해.
I can't sleep. Got to watch me instead. I'm more important.
그나마
That's say, I'm more important than sleeping.
쓸만할 거라는 내 막연한 믿음이야.
Come to think of it, he wasn't wrong. Was given the title of manager, but never had a chance to be the charismatic leader I envisioned. Instead, I was mocked, threatened, ignored by the very same sinners I was supposed to supervise. Thank you. I appreciate being there. The only real role I was able to carry out so far was to bring them back to life. If someone asks who the fuck the British guy is, just say it's British guy ASMR. That's the best way of explaining it. Whenever the sinner fought our enemies, sweating and bleeding, all I could do was cower behind them and pray that their heads and hearts would remain intact just so I wouldn't have to go through the pain of reviving them. I like how he just went, yeah, I'll take it. Like, he has amnesia, like, yeah, you're the manager. It's like, sure. Dude's just kind of, dude's just kind of there. With heavy heart, I nodded to let Effie know I was ready.
좋아, 이걸 당신의 팔에 붙여. 당신은 이제 잠깐 동안 세상에서 가장 운 좋은 자가 될 수 있어.
I do kind of hope to explore his amnesia later on as well.
그럼 여러분은 콩콩이파, 저희는 딜러. 서로 역할에 최선을 다해보죠.
Going to see this mission through no matter what. We pushed open the door leading into the casino. Okay, now we're in the casino. Holy shit. They were hyping this casino up for a while. They're like, the casino, it's happening.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
It's still kind of fucking depressing. Like, the dude, like, and then the ones he can't revive as well. Like, you know, Aya from Kanto 1. And also, to an extent, Yuri as well. Right, let's go for a... Where is he? Or assault one. Let's go for the thumb fast capo. It's depressing because in general, because you could tell like the entire thing is like everyone else can be revived, but like you can't revive the ones outside the sinners, so you have basically to sit there and watch them die. And it's one of those things that I do like how they explore that one. I think it might be explored later on if other characters tend to kind of like bite the dust at some point.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Though my spelling's out the window at this point. I'm impressed I can even spell still. Casino felt hectic, a buzz with sound spilling from every corner of the floor. Numerous slot machines blared non-stop with overly cheerful jingles. The lights were so blinding that some of the sinners had to shield their eyes. The security guards, noticing our garish outfits, gave us a routine nod. Salt and Effie, disguised as croupiers, subtly acknowledged us as they escorted Rodia toward the casino cage for chips. I was impressed by how convincingly they played the part. Their postures and expressions were nothing short of flawless. Anyone would assume they'd been working here for years. That's kind of funny. You wouldn't get that from FGO or anyone like that. They'll be like, made a mistake? What do you mean?
그렇게 넌 휘둥그레져서 돌아다니지 마, 돈 키호테. 수상해 보이지 않냐?
손님들 눈빛이 다들 죽어 있네요. 그리고 콩콩이파 놈들보다 역겨운 냄새도 나는 것 같아요. 씻지를.
Oops, shit, sorry.
소박지도 마, 이스마엘.
하지만 가판원들한테서나 맡던 흉악한 냄새인걸요.
It was indeed a stroke of luck that most of the guests were too absorbed in the machines to notice us.
이런 거 본 적 있어? 나도 저들
Uh-oh, Donkey Konga's actually gonna become a gambler. I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever been to one of these places before. The tempting spin of the flashy symbols and the numbers slowly eroded my resolve to act a part of a stern manager. I suppose one look wouldn't hurt.
여기 버튼을 누르라고 써 있어. 버튼을 누르면 되는 것이오?
I swear upon my minute and hour hands that I had no intention of pressing that button, none at all. As I swiftly lunged to stop Don Quixote, however, I slipped and in much dismay slammed my hand right onto the button. Yikes. And by some series of unlikely events, this fateful slot machine happened to be one that someone had left a coin inside, enough for just one spin. The reels whirled to life with a merry, noisy jingle, and all we could do was helplessly watch.
그나저나 단테 씨는 콩콩이파한테서 회수했던 소망 티켓은 잘 부착하고 있겠죠?
그 관리자라는 자? 우리가 유일하게 말한 부탁인데 그 정도는 해내야지.
단테는 믿어도 돼. 나랑 말이 통하는 몇 안 되는 상식인 중 하나라고.
다행이네요. 그렇게 많은 양의 소망을 한 번에 부착하게 된다면 어떤 판이든 무리 없이 이길 수 있을 거랍니다.
This is a chapter where Don Quixote and me become gamblers.
가장 중요한 건
I say I don't think streamers should be gambling with the luck we have. Oh man, now they're gonna head pat me. Uh oh. Slippery slope. Slippery slope. The gambler who was sitting right next to me stared with mouth agape, jaw dropping so far down that I swear the chin was about to touch the floor. Slippery slope. She's slippery slope. She's going. A torrent of casino chips poured out from the machine, far too many to even think about collecting. Effie sold. I'm so sorry. I walked in here determined to do something right, then I immediately dropped the ball.
잭팟이 떴다고? 몇 번 머신?
갑자기 터졌어? 지금? 잠깐. 거기.
Uh-oh.
신원 확인 좀 하겠습니다. 분위기가 왜 이렇게 험악해? 카지노에서 대박 터뜨린 게 죄.
Why would it be Yaoi fanfic? Why couldn't it be fanfic with Rouge, alright? Give me Rouge at least. Or Shadow, I don't know. Shadow's at least cooler.
이곳에서 운이라는 건 보통 우리가 알고 있는 개념의 운처럼 돌아가지 않아요.
I get a Shadow hat at some point. I keep forgetting to do that.
운을 찔끔찔끔 넣어서 본전이나 노릴 정도면 몰라도 입장하자마자 잭팟을 터뜨린다는 건 여기서
Come on. Rouge is like right there. She's like, you know, she's bruh, this, I need a Rouge cosplay IRL.
집들이 별처럼 쏟아져 내려오고 있어.
God damn, we're losing Don Quixote completely.
관리자님만큼은 책임감이 있을 줄 알았는데 겨우 돈 키우고
The slippery slope is beginning.
실망이에요. 아무리 그래도 다른 누구도 아닌 관리자님인데 이번에야말로 전에 겪은 실패라는 치욕을 닦아내려 주실 수 있을 줄만 알았는데.
A torrent of biting, reprimanding whispers spilling out from Ishmael's lips left even Gregor murmuring in astonishment. I had seen Ishmael give anyone else the piercing glare she was shooting at me, and it made me want to crawl under a rock, if there even was one. For once, I was grateful that my clock head came with no eyes.
잠깐. 그거 하나만 문제는 아닌 것 같은데.
Poor Dante. Struck by the sudden development, Gregor, who had been anxiously scanning his surroundings, came to a halt and pointed towards the startling discovery he had just made. And where he pointed...
언제부터 네 옷을 그대로 걸치고 있었어, 류슈?
was completely nonchalant Ryoshu, wearing a company uniform.
난 남이 버린 옷 따윈 걸치지 않는다.
She's so cool.
관리자 양반.
Yep, looks like we're screwed royally.
말도 안 돼. 이 계획을 위해 우리가 얼마나...
This is literally all gone wrong.
파우스트, 이런 작자들을 데리고 어떻게 임무를 수행하겠다고 자초한 거야? 도시 제해가는 전제 중에 하나라며 어떻게든 해봐.
비록 제가 이분들과 함께한 시간이 길진 않지만 깨달은 게 하나 있었죠. 불확실성을 믿는 파우스트가 되는 겁니다. 계획이 없는 것이 계획이 되는 순간 어떤 변수조차도 더 이상 변수가 아니게 되어버리니까 이것이
This is really is that meme of like when Faust says some life-changing line, you got to lock in. Faust turned to me with a tranquil face. Thanks to her, I finally understood what my role was meant to be. Alright, it's time for our usual gig. Kill and be killed. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not as explosive as Kanto 1, but I still kind of like it in a roundabout way. It's funny. I guess it's a kind of a nice, like, dichotomy. Is that the correct term? Dichotomy?
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
Exactly, Dante's aura farms the entire time. He reminds me of the chill dude meme as well, with his hands in his pockets all the time. He's just a chill dude. Aura farm at the same time. God, my fingers are clicking so much. Jesus. Yeah, it's kind of sad to be honest, but it's not the worst thing, I guess.
기다려.
I do appreciate how he's basically Jetstream Sam. or School from FF8 or
맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테.
no, I was gonna say Nero from Devil May Cry 4, but Nero doesn't really have a gunblade. His thing revs up. He's also very cool, but it's not the same. I'm trying to figure out if anyone else has like a gunblade at all. Really? That's so fucking cool. Right, I think I might leave there for today actually, because I am getting very sleepy. I don't want to accidentally, you know, go on stream. Thank you for being here as well. It's been amazing. I have loved every single second of this so far. Is one in Star Wars? I can't. Is there? I'm trying to remember because I swear there's Gunblades. I know a Skull from well, he's got a Gunblade. Jetstream Stram just has kind of like a transforming blade, if I remember correctly, and then I think that's it really. There might be someone else in there. I can't remember, but I'm gonna go lay down for a while and pass out, and then wake up and go to London tomorrow and sort my Spanish passport out, and then be on my merry way to Spain eventually. Yeah, a Skull from FF8 does have one. I know that for a fact. He's kind of like the main. He was like the coolest dude ever when I was a kid. And then so tomorrow no stream because I probably will be, you know, very fucking tired by the time I get back. So Tuesday I shall return and I will probably be finishing off Sonic the Lost World on Tuesday. So then Wednesday we can actually, hopefully nothing else happens in the meantime, start Romo's a Dead Man. Should Wednesday not pan out correctly, I might do something else. I'm not too sure just yet, because I have no idea when they're dropping Romo's a Dead Man on Steam, because I can't fucking buy it physically. I'm so pissed. But I'll be playing that on Wednesday if it does launch before, you know, midnight. Anywho, enough of me yapping. If you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, as always, you follow on Twitch. It does help quite a bit. If you follow on Twitter as well, helps quite a bit also. You actually will then know when the streams are live and any other streams I may do as well. So yeah, until Tuesday with whatever we stream. Probably like Lost World, God help me. Until then, see you all later. Bye for now.